A clear verdict in Austria's rerun presidential election. The independent candidate Alexander van der Bellen leads the vote count, and far-right candidate Norbert Hofer has conceded. CCTV's Guy Henderson is in Vienna.
Well, the main reason that there has been so much international attention on what is essentially a vote for a president who will have mainly a ceremonial role in Austria is primarily because people were waiting to see how European voters would react mainly to the election of Donald Trump in the United States, and before that, of course, the vote in Britain to leave the European Union. During a press conference here earlier, Alexander van der Bellen, the independent candidate who is, we assume, the victor and certainly claims to be so of this presidential election, made reference to that. He said that in a way this was a new election given how many changes there had been since the first annulled round of this runoff which took place during the summer, and he said that he hoped that it would send a signal of hope and change to other capitals across the European Union. I actually spoke briefly to the defeated candidate Norbert Hofer of the far-right Freedom Party. I asked him whether he felt this was a defeat or a blow for populists across Europe. He actually rejected the term. He said he wasn't a populist, he'd never sought to be a populist, but he then went on to explain how he would fight on for his views, which do propagate a very radical shift towards a far more Eurosceptic Austria and Europe. Worth remembering, of course, that neither of the governing parties in Austria are actually made the cut for this runoff. So regardless, there has been a big political shift here after this assumed result. The two parties in this runoff will be electoral forces going into what are expected to be parliamentary elections within the next year or so. Guy Henderson, CCTV, Vienna.